Hello. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the 6 CD changer in a 2006 GMC Yukon Denali. Our CD player stopped working last winter with 6 CDs inside that belonged to the library. So I've previously removed the CDs and I ordered a used new 6 CD changer from eBay, and today we're going to put that in because it's a little bit warmer out and I don't think I can break anything. There's the 6D changer in the console. You can see it's surrounded by a trim piece here, and this trim piece is actually behind the trim piece here that goes around the navigation pane and the heater control and goes all the way over to the vent next to the door. So we need to take out this piece first in order to get to the piece that surrounds the CD player here. In order to get the large trim piece off that surrounds the speedometer, this gear shift is in the way. So the first step in this process is to set the parking brake, insert the key ignition, turn it to the on position, put the gear shift level as far down as you can go. Also, you'll want to move the steering wheel to its lowest setting. You can start taking the trim piece off by putting your fingers just behind and pushing out gently. The trim piece is held in with little pegs that snap into place. You want to do this on a warm day so that the plastic isn't cold and is brittle and won't break. Okay, I've got the first corner out. Now I'll simply just move gradually along the trim piece, prying it out gently until each little peg snaps out. Okay, the piece is just about loose. I think I only have one more piece on there. Now you can simply pull up and out, and then take this piece and set it aside. So now you can see this next trim piece that has this little lip that fit underneath the bigger trim piece that we just took out. This piece comes out the same way. Just gently pry it loose on both sides. Okay, this one was a little more stubborn, but I finally got it out using two hands. And if we pull it forward and look on the back, here are the little clips that hold it in place. And there's actually 4 of these, 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. This has a wire connection to the accessory or the cigarette lighter plug. You can disconnect that and move this piece aside so it's not in your way. Okay, the 6 CD changer is actually only held in place by 2 screws, one here and one on the other side. These are just Phillips screwdrivers, so simply get a Phillips screwdriver and you can remove both screws. Okay, now I have removed both screws from the left and right side. Simply pull the 6 CD changer forward and it slides right out. You notice that there is a wiring harness connection on the back right there. That's what we need to disconnect next. To remove the wiring harness, just press down on this little tab and then pull straight out. Here's the connection disassembled. Now you've got the 6D changer set out. Mine has a model number and a reference number. This is the model number I used to find a used replacement. This is the used replacement I bought on eBay. So I'm just going to open this up and unpackage it and get ready to reverse the process and install this back in the truck. Okay, here's my new unit unpackaged, and check the model number, and the model number matches, so this should work. I'm just going to take this and reconnect it to the wiring harness from the old with that tab facing up. Okay, I just connected the wiring harness to the front, and even though the truck is off, I noticed when I connected the wiring harness, I heard the CD player cycle through the 6 CD slots. So at least I know the power is working to this unit. Now, I'm just going to make sure that the wire is in the back, and I'm going to slide this back in to the slot. Get it lined up. Notice it rests on 2 little posts right here and over here. And then my screw holes line up here and here. And I'll simply just reinstall the 2 Phillips screws. Okay, I've reinserted the 6 CD changer back in, and I tightened the screws on the left side and on the right side. And now I'm just going to take this trim piece here and snap it back into place gently so that those 4 posts clip back in. Start on the bottom. This one to snap in. Top one here, and the bottom one here. Looks like we got that in right. Now I need to get the big piece that goes around the speedometer here. And in order to keep the dinging from going on, you can see I put the gear shift back in. So I'm going to have to set my parking brake again, insert the key, and put the gear shift lever in the bottom position so that I can fit my trim piece back in front of the dashboard. Okay, I'm moving the gear shift lever down now. And I have to get the trim piece from the back. And start to get it lined up in place. And you'll have to kind of shimmy it around to get this little sunshade piece underneath the top of the dash. That's the reason you have to put the gear shift level down. So just going to press that down a little bit. Get this in place. Slide it in. You might have to bend the plastic slightly just to get it in place. And this is going to take 2 hands, so I'm going to put the camera down and get it slid into the correct position. Okay, we've got it in our loose fit there. You want to try and make sure that you get this bottom piece inserted first beyond the key and beyond the gear shift lever down here. So if you have the bottom in first, then you can move the top and just tilt it back in. This little shade, it's a long piece here. You may have to bend that down to get it underneath the front part of the dash here. But as you can see now, I've got it kind of in a loose fit here. And I'm just going to start at the edge over here and start snapping it back into place. Okay, I've got all the snaps back in place. And just run your hand around the edge of it to make sure everything is tight so it doesn't rattle in the future. It appears tight. We've got our new 6D changer right here. And I do have the ignition on, so I'm just going to push the eject button. And nothing happens. How about the load button? You can see that the lights are flashing, indicating which CD I want to load. So I press 1 and the lights are flashing, so I think we're good to go. Again, that was installing a used 6 CD changer in a 2006 GMC Yukon Denali.